Hi Capricorn, how are you? I'm going to do a short reading for you. Readings for the current energies. So take a look, see what doesn't. Messages are for the greatest and highest good. I appreciate you all being part of my channel, Raven Black Star Tarot. So thanks for tuning in. And if you don't mind, hit that like button. That helps my channel. I'm trying to get my channel off the ground here. So I appreciate you all being a part, tuning in. And let's see what the universe has to say for all of our Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Current energies. To the sea. There's a fork in the road. New life. And time for a nap. All right. I think there's big changes happening for some of you Capricorns. Some of you may be debating whether going in another direction. And I feel like it would be a big shift. It'd be a big change. You know, it's like if you make a move, you're not going to move around the corner. You're going to move way across the states. Do you know what I mean? Like whatever it is, you're at that point. Do I stay or do I go? Because there's a new life waiting for you. Totally a whole new life waiting for you. The fork in the road. You know, you just need to understand that no matter what decision you make, it will be the right decision. You know, whichever direction. You know, you may be going someplace where there's water, where there might be a water source around, a river, a lake, the ocean. If you know, that might be a choice. I just feel like you know you need to make a shift and you need to make a move. What is it that you're going to do? Who knows? Now, I do see that you need to rest up a little bit. If you're not resting, you need to take a nap. You need to sleep better, go to bed earlier. I get the feeling that a lot of you wake up in the middle of the night. You know, and you know that's disturbing your sleep. So whatever you need to do, you know, to rest more, I just feel like you're on overload. You know, most Capricorns are workaholics, so maybe you're working overtime. And you know, all of this, it gets to a point where you just, of course, it's like the tower's gonna blow. We don't see the tower, but we do see a fork in the road. It's like you can't just continue carrying all this weight, right? Especially if it's affecting your sleep. So, reevaluating life a little for some of you Capricorns. Anything else? We have another card come out. Exchanging gifts. Yeah, life is an act of give and take. You know, you can't do all the work and then not receive anything back, because then you feel like crap, you know? And, you know, so you can't be a taker and a giver. You have to be both a giver and a taker, all right? So I just feel like it's an even exchange in life, you know? So if you feel like you're giving more than you should, maybe you need to look at that. You know, if you feel like you're not giving enough, look at that, okay? All right, let's move on. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Capricorn, Capricorn. What's going on for our Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs? Current energies for Capricorn. 5 of Cups. The Emperor and the 5 of Cups. You might have been involved with an Aries or somebody who had a lot of power, you know, or maybe they thought they had a lot of power. But I think it's one of those things, you wanted it to be them. It's like you felt like, oh, they were it and they were everything, but look what they made you feel like. A lot of times they stood you up, they left you high and dry. They probably, you know, it was one of these things where when you were out, you didn't feel like you were together. Do you know what I mean by that? It's like the two of you were walking out, you know, and you're going into the restaurant or whatever, and either they're way ahead of you or they're way behind you, but they're not waiting for you. They're not walking next to you. And I get the feeling that this person was a lot like that. Like, you know, they were more in their own world. So, time to let go of that kind of energy. You know, it's amazing how we put ourselves in positions of where we're anxious and depressed over people who don't really treat us well. And I just get the feeling that this person, they didn't treat you very well. I mean, you were the one always left feeling alone and hurt. And new day is dawning, though. All right, a new day is dawning. Because we see that there's a new life coming for you. Now, the 9 of Swords. In this deck, look, she's over here. You might be in school. And, you know, midterms, we just got out of midterms, right? or, you know, school's just really harder than you thought it was. And I think it's given you a lot of anxiety. But I also feel like it is really worth it in the end. All right? So just keep plugging through. Keep plugging through. It will be okay. It will be okay. I just think, you know, if school was easy and we could just breeze right through it, you know, would we really appreciate it? You know, when we really work for something when we go to school, you know, sometimes you get to a chapter and you just can't, it just doesn't click. Well, if it doesn't click, it doesn't click. You know, but by the time you get to the next chapter, then all of a sudden that chapter clicks now. And it's like, oh, I get it. You know, so maybe you just need a little bit more information to make it work. But don't give up. I think you'll do all right in school. I just, you know, it's just like you just don't know what to do. Look at all your books all over the place. It doesn't matter how hard you study. You just don't feel like you're getting through. But you are. You are retaining the information. All right. That was for somebody out there need a little encouragement. I know what it's like. You get behind in school and, you know, it's hard to catch up. Maybe, you know, you got sick and you were out for a week. And, you know, it's hard enough with COVID and Zoom and, it's just really difficult. And I think for some people, it has been really hard, you know. So this is why maybe, you know, it's just hard to retain the information that you're trying to learn. Could be, right? Yeah, that Nine of Swords doesn't want to go away. A lot of anxiety with you, Capricorn. You got to let it go. There's no reason to be anxious. You know, take a breath. Things are happening, yes. There's drama happening, yes. There's problems around, yes. But just take a breath. Okay, because you don't need to let it affect you physically. And I feel like for some of you, it's affecting you physically by not sleeping, not getting enough rest, worrying a lot. Am I going to be able to do this? Do I have the money? You know what I mean? All that kind of stuff. And out comes the Nine of Swords. You got to let go of this anxiety. Ooh, it's big in you. 3 times now we have seen this, but see, now it's reversed. So I feel like you just need to let go of the pressure. Okay, there's no pressure. You know, you learn at your own pace. So I just think that you'll come into your place. You will. Once you just like let go of the pressure. See, I think some of you are really overwhelmed, overworked. There's so much going on, you know, because, you know, for many people, it's not just about going to school. It's about going to school and then going to work and then coming home and then like walking the dog or feeding the cat, and you know, maybe you have kids, maybe you have a husband, maybe you have a wife, you know, and it's just like it's everything. And I just think like it's building and building and building to the point where now you're not sleeping, you're not resting, and you're really anxious. So you have no patience. See, it's like it's almost as if you want everything just disappear and boom, there's a whole new life. It's just, life doesn't work that way, right? A lot of anxiety around you, Capricorn. Be fearless and be bold. 5 of Wands. You got to let go of all of this conflict and anxiety that you're walking around with. I mean, because I think it's affecting everybody around you. You know, so whatever this anxiety is, whatever this need to like be a give and a take, and you know, I think it's time to play fair, Capricorn, whatever's going on, you know, because it's time for a brand new beginning, a brand new start. Yeah, see, there's this need for freedom. There's this need to be free of the burdens of your life. This anxiety, like what is it that's weighing on you? Is it school? Because I do pick up school. Is it school? Is it money? Is it your relationship? Is it the fact your car is like not working right? What is it? What is it? I mean, you just want freedom from all of that. So it's like, ugh, I just want to check out, you know? Well, you know, now what you have to do is get the rest, come back, take a breath, ground yourself. You're an earth sign, ground yourself, and really start looking at what you have left in life, you know, rather than, you know, I mean, make it what you want. Don't let other people, see, I think you've taken on so much, right? You've taken other people's burdens on, you've taken other things on. I mean, everybody's problem, you're going to take it all on. Why? Why? That leaves you very unstable, Capricorn. Very unstable. Again, it's about an even exchange of give and take between you and the people around you. Big message for you in this reading. All right, Sun, Moon, Rising. So I apologize for it being a little choppy. I feel like there were a few messages in there. So please take what works and leave what does not. But life is about give and take. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus sign. 6 of Cups. We're dealing with some karmic issues here. See, and this could all be karmic. Everything that you're going through right now. And it could be about money. It could be about, you know, I mean, there's something that is weighing on you that is keeping you down, you know? So it could be money. I see money turning around for you. I mean, offers coming in. You're still not happy. There's something that you wanted, but the door closed in front of you. Well, guess what? It needed to close because there is something really painful pulling and weighing down on you. If you were involved with somebody, they may have been fooling around, cheating on you. You know, I think it was one of those things. It was, you know, very passive how they were doing it. It's like maybe you kind of suspected, but you weren't quite sure because when they were around you, they were very attentive. But, you know, when the cat's away, the mouse will play, right? So, I mean, there's something really weighing on you, Capricorn. Time to change it. Time to change it. Because you're not happy. So you need to move away from whatever it is that is really gripping at you, that's keeping you from sleeping at night, that's affecting your sleep, it's affecting your health, it's affecting the people around you. You know, I feel like there's definitely something you need to do in order to find some happiness. Because you can't continue like this. It's time for you to turn around and fight for what you want. You know, and make it about you, not about everyone else. Because like I said, I feel like you take on the burden of everybody's problems and, you know, and then you avoid your own. You're so busy with everyone else that, you know, you've pushed your problems away to the back burner, but they're still there, aren't they? Right? They never go away. All right, anything else for our Capricorns? I just feel like this is so choppy. I'm going to go ahead and post it and see what you guys all think, but it is what it is, right? So again, the 5 of Cups. I mean, there's this sense of, you know, you feeling like you failed. You didn't fail anything. You know, you're overwhelmed is what you are. So I think you need to start making better choices about your daily activities. You know, it's like take the blindfold off. And if you want to get to where you want to go, you got to break through all these illusions. You got to quit hiding behind everybody else's problems. You know, and it's like you're being recognized, okay? You're being recognized as this person everybody can count on. You know, oh, give it to her, give it to him. They'll take care of it. And, I mean, everybody kind of gives you all their problems and you take them, you know, and, you know, you're going to try to make it work because you don't want to leave anybody out in the cold. But I got to tell you, Capricorn, you know, you keep pushing your stuff to the back burner and it just is piling up and that's going to fall in front of all of this. So it's time for you to gain new perspective, have patience, kind of temper the things that are in your life, you know, so that you can find some harmony and some balance again. Because you can't continue living life like this. You know, it's like life is a give and take. Somebody cannot always be giving, you know, and they can't always be taking. It's an equal exchange. So that is a message. I do see that there could be, do you have a Scorpio in your life? You might have a Scorpio in your life who's really testing you. Or they got their eye on you. So there could be a water sign coming in for you. I also am picking up a fire sign for Capricorn. So Capricorn, you're in line to meet somebody. Anything else for Capricorn? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Yeah, see, you got to move away from everything that was really hard and heavy. You know, priorities here. You know, you can't be the one that does all the work. You just can't. You know, it's just like this is a two-way street here. And if you're in a relationship, you know, it's got to be an even give and take. And if it's about work, you can't, you know, be putting in all the overtime hours You know, it's just like that's not fair either. You know, so again, it's about bringing balance into your life, the fairness of all of it. Some of you are moving away from some conflict. When you do this, you move away from all this conflict. I mean, there's going to be a whole new you, you know, and you'll have a fresh new start because now you are living your truth. You're not doing for everybody else. It's about you. Got all choked up there. Yeah. I think money is going to be very good for you. I mean, look how many pentacles are coming in. There's a lot of success. I saw that card of success, of victory. You know, so I just think that you are good doing your thing because you know what's going to make you happy. Everything you're after, I feel like you're going to achieve. You know, but, you know, you can't step on people along the way either to get there. Again, the equal give and take. Do you see yourself as the giver or the taker? See, with a relationship, I just feel as if somebody gave and gave and gave and gave and gave and gave. And that depleted the other person. For some of you, you might be remembering what it was like to be without this person. Remembering the old you. So there's a decision on the horizon about how you're going to prioritize your life. You know, because I don't think you want it to be so out of control. I mean, you're a Capricorn. You're very in control. How did it get so out of control? And you know why? Because you let it get out of control. Okay? You allowed the give and the take to be unbalanced. The Magician comes out reversed for you. You know, this is not being able to manifest what you have because you're not focused. It's not right. That's why things aren't working out right. And even give and take, Capricorn. I can't say that enough. That is truly your message. Life is an even give and take. So it's up to you to find the strength, the courage to really manifest the life that you want. And that might require, it might require that you have cut out certain things. You cut out certain people. You cut out certain activities. You cut out certain, foods that you eat. It's about really changing your life around. It's an exciting time, Capricorn. An exciting time. I see success for you, but you have got to rest. You have got to rest. Okay, so if you have been feeling a little under the weather, because things are getting you down. I did see a little depression. Capricorns are prone to melancholy, so it's about really turning this around. Okay? Even, give and take, Capricorn. I'm going to end it here. So take what works and leave what doesn't. I hope this resonated. If it did, great. And if it didn't, that's okay. I'll see you at the next one. Bye.